Hi everyone, my name is Jamie
Hello, hello.
Lee, and I am joined by Tyrone from the Circle Club for our first video of 2023 in the club. How you going, mate?
I'm doing well. How are you? We got to get that 50 Cent in the club without the
Yes.
copyright.
Yeah, without getting a copyright strike. Yeah. That'll be so cool. Today we are talking 2023 TV series that are coming out, our most anticipated, and just some other ones that we think people might be interested in. That's our topic of the day. If you want to join in, chuck us some comments below. Like Drew. Hi, Drew. What's
Hello,
up?
Drew.
Oh, a little bit of feedback, but that is cool. So that's what we're chatting about today, 2023 TV series. I've got a little presentation. You ready to jump in,
A
Tyrone?
beautiful, beautiful presentation. She's underselling this thing. This thing is going to be fantastic.
Jesus, some pictures from IMBD. Yeah, cool. Alrighty, my first one of the year is The Last of Us. So
I was surprised. I was surprised when you told me this.
Why would you be surprised? Apocalyptic,
Because I know
survivalist.
it's you know why? Because I feel like it's a ripoff of your favorite, The Walking
Mm-mm,
Dead.
mm-mm. You can
It's different.
have many stars in the sky. Let's put it like that. And from what I've seen of this, like even gameplay of the actual game itself, it looks like a really
Yeah.
cool game. I've never played it, obviously being Xbox player, not PS. But far out, man, it looks great. And the not the director, the guy who wrote the game is actually helping direct the series. The
Oh,
guy who wrote the score in the game is actually writing the score in the series. So it's like
oh,
everybody that
sweet.
was behind this project game wise is behind this project TV series wise. So
Yep.
hopefully, yeah, hopefully for the hey Lee, hopefully for the fans of the game, this is a real hit for them and not a big disappointment. But so far it looks great. So yeah, I'm not quite sure why you weren't so keen on this, but I was really down for it.
Oh,
Hey.
no, no. I mean, I'm definitely interested. I watched a lot of like the gameplay like years ago. And I'm not a horror
Mm-hmm.
person. Like I'm a sort of a scaredy cat when it comes to that stuff. But like this, I really loved. It sort of got those Stranger Things elements. Honestly, I just thought that you might not be interested because I didn't know that you were that into like this sort of genre other than Walking Dead. But it does seem right up your alley. It does seem sort of Stranger Things vibes with Walking Dead. So I'm sure you're gonna be all over this then.
Yeah, totally. I mean, look at that zombie there. Disgusting. I'm down for that. And
Oh my
just some
god.
stills from the actual series. It looks, I think I've got some more in this little playthrough here. Like it looks, even though it's really dark, like the light is really, like, look at that. That looks awesome.
Oh, that is beautiful. Yeah. And I mean, for me, as just like a casual fan of this series, like Pedro Pascal is awesome. I love him. And the
Mm,
little girl Bella Ramsey. I know you Game of Thrones,
not Game of
but
Thronesy. Yeah.
yeah, exactly. But she was super awesome. Like she was one of like the few people who really held her own, even though she was young in the show. And like
Mm-hmm.
even though she was, like a 12-year-old girl, she was sort of like face to face with these men, like and just like a badass. So I think she's perfect for that role. So
Yeah. Oh,
that's
awesome.
definitely going to be one of the highlights for sure. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm really looking forward to it. It comes out on the 15th here, I'm pretty sure, which is maybe 16th
Same.
for you guys. Oh, same. Yep.
Yep. Yep.
And there's 9 episodes, so that's really good because we all know that I'm not a big fan of the 6 episodes like Marvel does. Get really pissed off with that. So 9, beauty. I'm down. All right, let's jump
And
into.
will you be
Sorry.
question for you? Will you be covering that weekly? Because I'm sure they're going to do
I
like a weekly drop.
Yeah, I'm actually jumping on my friend John's page, Movie Lovers Unite. I think his is his YouTube name. And I'm jumping
Yeah.
on his channel for the very first episode. We're doing like a little recap thing there. But also Lights
Yeah.
Camera Rant, who is here. I'm going to be doing
Mhm.
some sort of, I don't know if it's going to be weekly thing, reviewing each episode weekly, or if we just do something at the end or something at the beginning. I'm not quite sure, but we're definitely going to
Yeah.
cover this because I'm there for it every Monday night when it comes out. I'm down. It's going to be you.
Yeah, and what I love about HBO is that they have like a preview for the next week, so then you can like start theorizing and getting excited and stuff
What's
like
going to
that. Uh,
happen?
Is it gonna be like the same as the game? Like, is it gonna be slightly different? Do you know?
I'm not entirely sure. The premise, I guess you could say, was the series will follow Joel, a smuggler tasked with escorting teenage Ellie across a post-apocalyptic United States. It will feature Gabriel as Joel's younger brother, Tommy as a resistance leader, and Anna as Joel's smuggler partner Tess. So I think it's very similar to the game. And you would hope so, you know, taking its name and things like that. You would hope that it would stick true to it. But yeah, I'm excited for that. Should be good. So next one I'm going to leave to you because this is yours.
Yeah. So I tried to choose ones that, like, you know, were series that weren't coming back and returning and sort of like that. And this one is by the Russo brothers. Everyone knows the Russo brothers from Endgame, Infinity War. They also produced Everything Everywhere All at Once, which is like one of my favorite movies this year. And so this Citadel show, it's this action spy series, sci-fi sort of in the future. Richard Madden is in it. He's in freaking everything. He's Icarus in the Eternals and all these other films. And what I think is cool about this series though is they're gonna have spin-offs that are like in Italy or India, Spain, and Mexico. Like they're already planning that, and I guess like those versions will be released in different countries, but at the same time, like the stories sort of intertwine. But they're like made for a target audience. So that's sort of like an interesting thing that they're doing. And I think just this whole topic of Citadel in general, it's like this, it's sci-fi, it's government, it's spies. And I just sort of like that kind of thing. And it's different. And I'm always like a big fan of like things that are sort of a bit different, you know?
Yeah, definitely. I liked that the spin-offs were in different countries, you know, as you said, India. I forget what the other one was. I did have it down somewhere.
Spain, Mexico.
Italy. Yeah. Yep. I think that's really cool. And Priyanka, obviously, she's gonna hold that show up. So I'm really excited.
Stanley Tucci.
Yeah. The next one is one that is already out, but we are both keen to watch this one. I just haven't started yet because I'm still stuck on Emily in Paris. Guilty. Move along. Come on, there we go. Kaleidoscope.
Yeah, we go.
Yeah. Have you started it?
I have. I've made it through 2 episodes. It's very cool. Without giving away anything, basically, like each episode will start at a different period in the heist. So, like, I started with green, I believe, and that's like 5 months before the heist. The episode that after I had was 15 years, and like it's a really weird thing because like as I'm watching it, I'm like, this order makes so much sense to me, like that the story be told this way, but like for you might get it like the day of the heist, and then you might get it the day after the heist, like, you know, so we're all getting that different experience. So but I've really enjoyed it. I don't know what the critics have said. I've thought it's been very fun, very enjoyable. I love heist stuff. You know, we like Knives Out here. John Carlos, my guy right there, me and him. Yeah, I got a photo together.
Asking him and his question.
Yep. And then that other dude in the back, I swear to God, Jamie Lee, I was like, this is literally Huey. Like, he's literally Huey.
Oh, Huey.
He is just like, from The Boys. Like, it's like literally almost like similar characters. They look alike. Like, it was,
He does. I thought you were talking about Boomerang Man, Mike Jai Courtney. He's from Aussie. So that's who I thought you were talking about there from Suicide Squad. But that's all good. That guy does look like Huey. You're right.
Yeah. So I forgot. Yeah, you're right. That guy is from the Suicide Squad. I literally just.
Yeah, so there's a pretty, I wouldn't say well-known cast, but those two definitely. I'm not quite sure on the other actors there, but I'm excited to watch that one.
What sort of like what sort of was your thing to make you go like, oh, I want to watch this with Kaleidoscope?
My boy from the Boys, Stan Edgar, and it looks to me like he's the one like organizing it. I'm not quite sure, and I don't really want spoilers, but it looks like he's the one that's sort of, organizing this heist before things sort of blow up and get, I think it said something along the line of like greed, Let me read it so I get it correct.
Yeah.
Centers around the master thief Leo Papp and his crew attempting an epic heist worth $7 billion, but betrayal, greed, vengeance, and other threats undermine their plans. So yeah, I'm keen for that. That's
I know you love binging. I'm trying to get through Ginny and Georgia, this show that just came out. It's so hard to get through these shows sometimes for me. But I was thinking, what if they released this weekly, but like everyone got different versions? I think people will go mad on the internet just trying to figure out like the puzzle pieces of things like that. So like, I don't know. The whole premise that everyone has a different experience, I think it's very cool. It's fun. It's different. It adds a little spunk.
Yeah, I think that too. It's refreshing because it's to me, I've never seen that done before. So yeah, same thing as well as Stan Edgar. But yeah. All right, this one was one of mine. Okay. I'm not sure if I even get Peacock, to be honest. I'll have to find an Aussie version of it. But this is done by Ryan Johnson, who just did Knives Out, obviously. And what was the second one? Glass Onion. And this is his first TV series. So I'm really excited to watch that because I really enjoyed both of those movies. It says it's a case of the week mystery comedy drama. It's about Charlie, who has an extraordinary ability to determine when someone is lying. She hits the road and with every stop on the way encounters a new cast of characters and strange crimes that she can't help but to solve. So I think it's going to be like mini versions of the Knives Out sort of mystery.
Series,
Do you know? Yeah. So I'm keen on that.
Have you seen Natasha Lyonne, the woman here? Have you seen her in the show Russian Doll on Netflix?
No.
So she's in it's sort of like, it's weird because that feels like Ryan Johnson directed and created that, because it's also a mystery, and like in it, like basically she keeps living the same day over and over, and she's like trying to like figure out the puzzle of what's going on here. She's an incredible actress. I think a lot of people know her from Orange is the New Black, but I agree. I think like honestly, a lot of people here don't pay for Peacock, but I think if Ryan Johnson is making something, then I think that I can see this helping their subscriptions, because as you said, like 10 little episodes of Glass Onion, who isn't interested in that?
Yeah, definitely. Sorry, my thing just froze, so I'm just trying to get it back up. There we go.
That's
that was the cast of that one. A lot of those people I'm not too familiar with, apart from obviously the main.
Natasha.
The main star there. On the next one, this is all you, bud. I have no idea about Star Wars still. Still catching up, guys.
So I'm like, I'm sort of in the same camp as you, where like Star Wars somewhat interests me, but at the same time, like, and like, but this is cool because it has nothing to do with the Skywalkers. So I'm super excited for that, because it's just like going to be nice to have someone who's not named Skywalker be a part of the series. And then also you got Lee Jung Jae, who is starring in this thing. And he was the guy in Squid Game. Squid Game.
Yeah,
and
there he is.
Everyone loved him in that. And then Amanda Stenberg, everyone knows her from a billion different things. And Daphne Keane, and she was in Logan. She's a little girl in Logan, and I'm like, holy shit! The little girl from Logan is 18 now. Man, like time is flying. But it says here it's part of the Star Wars franchise set at the end of the High Republic era, which is right before the main Star Wars films. And I just also think it's cool because a lot of times these stories with Star Wars, they aren't. The main characters aren't people of color, coming from different backgrounds. Like, I don't think we've really ever had like an Asian star. So that's also going to be super cool. And then what's interesting about Star Wars in general, like the lightsabers and all that is based on samurais. So that's also like kind of why I think it'll be sort of interesting to see what they do there. But yeah, that's my interest. So have you changed your tune at all with Star Wars? Are you still kind of like, eh?
No. I'm still watching. I just watched the first prequel with my friend Alex from Altex TV. It's not out on my channel yet because it's so freaking hard to cut this like 3-hour movie down to half an hour, which I really like my watch parties to be. But I'm
sure.
enjoying them. But yeah, I just like, God, man, I can't keep up with all the movies, let alone starting these different series and seeing how everything works within each other. Do you know what I mean? Like, I don't want to get too, I just want
Totally.
to knock off these movies and then be like, all right, this is where we sit, rather than dive
Yes.
into these
No.
characters and stuff.
There are fans who have been fans since the 80s who feel the same way, where they're like, I just can't keep up with it anymore. It's just too much. So
There is a lot.
totally get you there.
Yeah.
Yeah, have you seen that viral video going around where it's like this boyfriend goes up to his girlfriend and he's like, unless you watch this movie, this one from Star Wars, we will not get married.
Oh,
Have you seen
gosh.
that?
No, but I
It's
said
like
that to Jason before we got married. He had not seen, like, he's a lot older than me. Let's put that out there. And he had not seen The Lion
No
King
way.
ever.
What?
Never watched Lion King. And I was like, that is literally the best animated movie I've ever seen in my life. How have you never seen Lion King? So, yeah, I was like, watch that or we ain't getting married.
That's amazing. I gotta make my list for Carly as well. But first off, your man looks very young, very good. Would have never suspected that. So good for you.
Yeah, without disrespecting anyone, his motto is "Black don't crack." They always look so young and so beautiful. Whereas we have to work so hard and moisturize, and he's just like, yeah, I wake up hot. Deal with it.
Look, I'm not sponsored, but I always got it on me, guys. You gotta stay hydrated, get that skin melanated and looking beautiful.
Oh God, we're way off track from our stupid TV shows.
This is why I love.
Hey,
this is why I love
streaming.
This is why I love streaming with you, because it's just the best. It really is. Like,
man. All right, this was one that we were both really keen to watch. One of ours together. Obviously, Dominique Thorne reprising her role. I've got some premise, I guess, here, which I didn't find on IMDb. It was really tight-lipped on IMDb, but I didn't find it somewhere else. So she's invented an armored suit to Iron Man's. We already know that, but she probably needs it because she's rubbing shoulders with a tattoo-clad super criminal called the Hood, played by In the Heights star Anthony Ramos.
Yes. Okay.
So I was like, I
didn't know
any of this part. And it says she tries. Sorry.
No. Go ahead. Finish. Yeah.
She tries to steal equipment from an MIT lab while he dons a hooded cloak that wields magical powers. So I was like, whoa, okay. It's not just going to be about her building a suit and being this, smart little cookie that we know from Wakanda Forever, obviously.
Wakanda Forever. Yeah, well, see, when I saw that, I was confused because I was like, it kind of felt like in Wakanda Forever we saw her do that a little bit. Like she had the whole thing. Now, selfishly, I'm just excited for this because, as I said before prior, I'm not going to be like the over and over, wow, people of color, but it is cool that we get these people of color at the front. But I was excited for it because this is in Boston. So this is actually shot where I'm from. So I'm like, oh shit, my neighborhood and all this stuff. So I'm going to be able to see that kind of thing. But also, I have a sneaky suspicion. I don't know if this is going to happen. This is that we're going to see Ned and MJ somehow pop up in this series, maybe as a cameo, because they are both going to, I believe, someone correct me in the comments if I'm wrong, I believe that they're also going to MIT. So if this is sort of in the same timeline, then they would be at the same school together. So that might be sort of interesting.
Gotcha. That would be pretty cool to see some other, cast members that we are already familiar with, because I'm not too sure on how a series with just maybe if they brought Shuri in for a little cameo or something like that, but I'm not too sure how she would hold her own in a series. That would be really interesting if they bring those characters that we do already know. I'm going to watch regardless, but I know that a lot of people are like, why would I want to watch an Iron Man wannabe?
Yeah. I feel like seeing that first costume she had in Wakanda Forever, I was sort of like, it was okay. It looked a little cheesy, but honestly, Iron Man's first suit sort of looked same. It was not really that well put together. So I think we're going to see this evolution as it goes on. And I also think that a lot of like the black people you see in Black Panther and Wakanda, they're African black, but she's like black from America, sort of like Killmonger. So that'll also sort of be interesting to see like the differences. But I think you're right. Like we may see Shuri show up because I think after Wakanda Forever, these two were like really tight. So
even if she's just dropping off some tech or something, they seem to bond over the technology. So even something like that would help out.
They share mail. They get a beer together. Oh man, I agree. Great. I'm excited though. Also, can I ask you a question about Marvel? How are you feeling right now? Because like I know when we last went live like a few months ago, you were sort of like, I don't know how I feel about Phase 4. Like, are you more optimistic now that we have like some of these other like movies and shows coming around the corner?
Movies, I would say, yeah. Like I'm really excited for Ant-Man and things like that. But TV series, when I was looking, there was obviously this one I'm a little bit curious, but I'm not like, oh my God, I can't wait to watch this. Sure. I'm not going to lie. That's just the truth. And then the other one was Agatha Coven, which I've got in this slideshow anyway, Agatha Coven of Chaos. And again, same thing. I'm not really that crash hot on that. And the last one that was coming out for this year, Marvel-wise, was Secret Invasion.
Loki?
Oh, Loki as well, but they're really hush-hush on that. So I'm starting to think if it will even come out on this year or if it will be early next year.
Yeah, they said, because they said it was. They said it was supposed to, but it's super tight-lipped. I sort of have a belief that like maybe someone big is showing up in this, like Wolverine or Deadpool or something weird. Like I think because everyone, or at least I don't know, let me not speak for everyone, but a lot of the people in my circle really enjoyed Loki. So I think this is sort of one of those that like people kind of like they know, okay, we could take our time with, and people are gonna be like, yes, finally it came out. So, but I agree with you. I think that a lot of these shows, it's sort of hard to kind of get up for, but I don't know.
With the Marvel ones, when I looked at the list of like what's coming out when, it was Secret Invasion will be the first series that comes out, and then after that Ironheart, after that Agatha. And then it was supposed to be Echo. And I know that Echo was pushed back till next year. So it's like, well, that's 3 series. Where are you fitting Loki in there? If Invasion's first, Ironheart, and Agatha's supposed to be, I think it was October. It's like,
I don't want to spend too much time because we got some other things too. But like, like you said, the 6 episode things, I don't like it. I really don't. And also like, no offense, but like, Echo, why do I want a series about her?
I like her. I wanted that series.
I do. No, I do like her, but like I'm just like it seems like I don't know. I'm just like, what the hell? How do we not have like Daredevil yet, but we have Echo or like Agatha? Like what more is Agatha getting us? That whole thing with Scarlet Witch, I am so lost on. I cannot lie to you. Like, is Scarlet Witch dead? Is she not? Is Wanda here? Like, it's just they need to honestly. Marvel needs to get their shit together. Like I know it's been Phase 4 and they've been building but like now we got to start connecting shit because I'm starting to get a little impatient.
Yeah, gotcha. I'm not going to lie. As I said to you, I love my Marvel stuff, but this year I'm really pumped for my Walking Dead stuff. I've got 3 series that are going to pump out of The Walking Dead, and I'm just focusing on that. And if Marvel pops up with something good, sure. But I've kind of lost all faith after She-Hulk. When they ruined me like that, I was like, you know what? You need to do something big in order for me to like this shit again because I'm out.
No,
not movie-wise, but definitely series.
Now, before I ask you Walking Dead, do you have Walking Dead in this slide, maybe?
Oh, yeah, man. It's coming up.
Okay, all right. No, we'll wait. Yep.
Yo, here we go.
All right.
So this... Oh, I wouldn't skip too far. Anyway, we can leave it on Negan because he's beautiful. So The Walking Dead, this is the 4th. This will be the 4th spin-off in the Walking Dead franchise, which I'm really excited about. Obviously, one of my favorite characters, Negan, is going to be reprising his role, as well as Maggie. Let's press play. This is supposed to be set years after. Oh, what's it gonna do? Sorry, guys. There she is.
It's all right. It's all right. It looks beautiful.
There she is, having a beer in New Jersey or New York or wherever.
So sorry, which one was it? Is Dead City? It's called Dead City.
Yeah, this one's Dead City. So this is the first one, the first spin-off of it. It's supposed to be. Where was it? I didn't write it down. Anyway, from what I heard anyway, it's supposed to be set years after the finale. So we just got the finale and it looks like, I'm hoping that her kid's going to be grown up, maybe Negan's as well, because Negan's got a wife. Spoiler, Negan's got a wife and an unborn child at the finale. People are saying that they think that his wife and his unborn child died, possibility, but I don't think that, like, that's really, really, that's a brutal thing to start the next series on. Yeah, so I hope they don't go down that road. Sorry?
I said that's definitely a heavy route to start off.
Yeah.
Is this so? I've never seen The Walking Dead. I know that Jamie Lee is definitely the reason The Walking Dead is still going. I've never seen a single episode of The Walking Dead, and I remember when I was in college, it was like the biggest thing. Everyone was like, "Oh my god!" And listen, I know it's sacrilegious to say on the in the front row, but I wanted to surprise and be like, "All right, maybe I could watch this spinoff." But do I have to watch the original series to see the spinoff?
Well, I'm not quite sure, because that's what I was trying to say. I didn't know where they were taking this series, because like where The Walking Dead finishes, these two main characters who are going on this adventure to literally a whole nother city, they're not even on talking terms. She's like, I can't forgive you for what you did. This guy literally belted her husband to death with a spiked bat, literally in front of everybody. It is the most gruesome thing I've ever watched on television, ever. To this day, when I watch it, I still get goosebumps and I cry, because it's actually really terrifying to watch. It's a really fucked up scene, and I really can't believe they went that deep, but they did, and it was horrible. And to the nicest guy possible. Like, he was a really great character. Anyway, I'm not going to go on about that, but the point is, these two didn't leave on good terms. So everyone was like, well, how the hell are they going to do a series with these two when they're not even talking? So by doing this fast track and, moving forward, hopefully we'll see what goes on there. But so I'm excited about that one. I won't go on too much about that.
I'm sure you will be covering that.
Yeah, I'm going to be doing some with my friends, some Walking Dead stuff. So I'll skip past a little bit of that. But yeah, The Walking Dead.
I can't wait to see the photos of your Walking Dead party and all that.
You know it's coming.
Exactly.
Right. This one was yours. American Born Chinese, Disney Plus
series. Okay. So now this series, it was a book that they're turning into a television series, and Disney has it. So, I have my reservations, but it's literally the same exact cast from Everything Everywhere All at Once. And so that alone makes me go like, oh shoot, what is that? But it's got it had a lot of awards, like top comic of the year, won a lot of those awards. The plot says an American-born Chinese tells the story of three unrelated characters who move into a new neighborhood with his family, only to discover that he's the only Chinese-American student in his class. And it sort of gets into all that kind of stuff. And I don't know if it gets into the level of like powers and all that kind of thing. That's sort of like, because it was a comic book. So I'm thinking maybe it does. And I'm just curious to see like these three together again, like them doing something different is just, I don't know, like I said, Disney doing it makes me hesitant, because I'm like, every time Disney touches anything, I'm hesitant. But I just really like that cast a lot. So, and this is one of those that like sort of just came out of nowhere. So that's why I'm excited for it.
Okay. Yeah, cool. I can't say too much on this, so I'll just skip to the next one. Sorry. But yeah, that's great information there. Wait. One sec. Just let me get rid of these annoying little bots.
Agatha.
Block. Agatha. Yeah. I didn't know that this had two names. Did you know that? Before this, it was like Hark, something Hark. Agatha Hark.
No.
The Harkness or something like that.
Maybe they were like,
that sounds like a Christmas carol.
Yeah, maybe they were just like, let's just make it simple. Call it Agatha.
Yeah. Coven of Chaos is what it's now called. Anyway, this is supposed to be the 12th television series in the MCU. It doesn't say a lot about what's going to happen with this. Obviously, we know that Kathryn Hahn is reprising her role, blah, 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 blah. Appearing on Disney Plus late 2023, part of Phase 5 of the MCU. But do you know what the exciting thing about this is?
That it ends.
9 episodes, which is not good for you, but fantastic for me.
Wait,
longer episodes.
You're kidding.
Nah, dead set.
Are you serious?
Loki 6. Wanda did have more. But all these ones that are coming out, what did we just mention before? Riri, Ironheart, 6.
Ironheart, 6. Yeah.
And then this is 9. So I'm like, yes, we're actually going to get some content in here. Hopefully, going to get some content in here.
For the life of me, I just cannot understand how Disney. No. Okay, so I think that this could work. Hopefully they release it in October so that we can actually get I don't get why they don't put this spooky stuff around October, but hopefully we get it around October. And I think that the character Agatha herself is interesting. Kathryn Hahn, she did theater and musicals and stuff like that. So I thought that maybe they might go that route with it, like a musical route. But I don't know much about this either. Does that sound like something that you would watch?
Nah.
No, you hate musicals?
Oh no, I like musicals, but not with MCU. Don't do that to me. I'm already not liking things. Don't do that because it'll just blow. It'll blow up.
You're not excited about the Joker being a musical? Joker 2?
No way. And I'm not excited about the Joker 2 anyway, because I know probably shooting myself in the eye, stabbing myself in the eye, whatever. But I don't like Lady Gaga. There it is. It's out there. I don't like her. So when she was cast as Harley, I was like,
wow.
Oh, anyone but come on. And I've seen the picture. I get it. She looks like her, whatever. I just don't like her. She's one of these people that...
In the shallow.
That's where she can stay, in the shallows. I don't like her.
It is. No, I get. Look. You like what you like. I totally understand it. But back to Agatha. So I don't. This is what I'm so confused. Like, I need to go back and watch Wanda because, when is this even taking place?
Yeah, I'm not quite sure about.
Westview was I thought Westview was gone. Is it not?
Yeah, but I think this is her origins. I think this is to do with her before her mum wanted to burn her at the stake. So I think it's going back to that sort of origins of Agatha. I think. Don't hold me to that, because again, that's another series that's really tight-lipped on IMDb. No photos actually at all. I couldn't find. Yeah. The premise, nothing was recorded on there, so a little bit iffy, keeping it all tight-lipped. Apart from the cast,
Aubrey Plaza is in this.
Yes.
Interesting. This Aubrey Plaza does not seem like a Marvel, or Disney type of girl. So that is interesting. Now I'm interested.
Really?
I like my White Lotus. So
yeah. Another Walking Dead spinoff that I'm not really interested in. I think this will be the biggest flop of them all, but I am interested to watch it. Is obviously the Daryl series. There's a few pictures of him. He goes to Europe, which is really crazy to me. I get that they want to try out these new locations and stuff, which is fantastic, but I just can't see Daryl. Look at that. That's freaking vintage times right there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Anyway, where are we?
So is The Walking Dead only take place in Los Angeles or something?
Atlanta. Yeah.
Okay, Atlanta.
This one and the spin-off that we were just talking about earlier, that is New York, and inside scenes were filmed in New Jersey. So Daryl's traveling way off here. And this is the part that I don't like about it. They're not of all characters, he is not one that would this would not happen to him. It says follow Daryl as he wakes up and finds himself somewhere on the European continent and tries to piece together what happened. How did he get here? How's he going to get home? Daryl is not, he is a survivor. He is somebody that what do you call them sort of people? A tracker in the woods. He's very, he's one of these people that observes a lot. He might not speak a lot. He might be very quiet, but he observes a lot. He sees a lot. He's very smart in a survivalistic situation. How the hell does he just get like knocked out and just wake up to find himself in a completely different continent, country, wherever the hell they're going with it? What?
Yeah.
What? Of all characters, nah. But the cool thing about this, because I thought this would flop. I really didn't think that there would be, it would continue, but it's got the girl, I'm not even going to pronounce her name, but that girl there from Harry Potter. Remember her?
Oh, and she's also in Gossip Girl. I don't know if you've seen Gossip Girl.
Yes.
She was the girl who was with Chuck Bass in Paris.
Right, yeah. Wow, that's a long time, Tyrone.
I know. It just that's who I see when I saw that. I went Harry Potter and Chuck Bass. Yeah.
I went Harry Potter. But anyway, she's going to be in it, obviously, because she's, what's the polite way? I'm not going to even say that. Never mind. She's got an accent. So that's one of the ones that that is coming out that I'm looking forward to. I don't see Agatha's show coming out this year. They start filming this upcoming week. See, that was the same thing with Loki. I really don't think Loki will be out this year, whereas this I did.
So it all really depends like how they do it, because like with television, you can have it come out in the same year, and like typically what will happen is when that first episode gets released, they'll be editing episodes like 5 or 6, and then so that gives you a week to sort of move on. So it's possible if they do it that way, if they're like dropping them weekly. It's also Disney, so they have like more than enough money to get these things out and done. And the team. So I do think it's still possible, because I think from what I saw, they were trying to get it around the holidays, which is why I was thinking, maybe it'd be later in the year, like definitely October, December area. Like we're definitely not getting it anytime soon. But as you said, they're all so tight-lipped, and like my thing that is just so annoying about it with Marvel is it's like sometimes they're tight-lipped, and then other times they just tell you the whole goddamn plot, and you're like, just don't tell me anything for everything, or just give me like a little tease, like, or just even like show like an image or something, but like don't leave us in the dark, especially when like everyone with Phase 4 was sort of like, what are we doing? Like, what's going on here? Like it's not giving me a lot of confidence, to be honest with you.
I didn't know that they were filming it this week. I thought it had already started, and that I guess that gives me a little bit of faith that Loki might actually come out this year, because Loki was filmed. They have been filming that already, so maybe they're just being quite quiet because, as you said, maybe there's a big cameo or something popping up in there. I'm not sure.
I mean, no one thought except me and Corey that in Miss Marvel that we would get your favorite character in the entire series pop up at the end there. So
God, I love her so much.
Oh my God.
Love her. Love Cap. Go Cap, Team Cap. Yeah.
Isn't that that's her sword behind? I mean, that's her shield behind you, right?
She doesn't need a shield. She's like the strongest Avenger ever or something, isn't she, guys?
Yeah, it's I mean, they tell us that, but when are we gonna get to see it? I don't know.
Right. Sorry, guys. I'm not a big fan of Captain Marvel at all. I do not like Brie Larson and just the character in general. I just don't like Captain Marvel.
Yeah,
I like Miss Marvel. Love little Kamala Khan.
I know it sucks because I do like her. I like Kamala Khan and the woman who was in WandaVision. What was like her name? The black girl. Monica. Yeah. I think they're all gonna be in the Marvels movie together, and I think that comes out this year too, right?
Yeah.
Awesome. I can't wait to talk to you about that one.
Yeah, I can't wait to see. No, seriously, I like Kamala Khan's family, and I know that they're going to be in it. I've actually tried to reach out to her mum. I forget her name. Anyway, she follows me on TikTok, which is like fantastic. But I'm trying to get an interview with her. But yeah, swear to God, I love her. She's great. And I talked about this in my previous videos that I really love Kamala Khan's family, and I want to see more of that. But man, I just want to see more of that and no more of Captain Marvel.
That's what's so awkward is like it's kind of like her movie, but like I think we're all gonna be like, no, I want to see more of like that family. Like the dad, I've like the dad is just like I love how it was like the dad. You think he's gonna be like, what, like you can't do this, but he was like hyped for it. He was like, yo, like let me make you an Instagram page. Like he was like loving it. Like it was just adorable. I love the little chemistry between that family.
Yeah, it was good. And I'm glad that we're going to see a little bit more of them because we know obviously we're not getting, well, it hasn't been announced yet that there's going to be a Miss Marvels 2. So the fact that we get to see them in something else will be great. I think that'll be cool. And the next one was some more Walking Dead. I'm so sorry if I'm flooding it with that. But as I said, we've got 3 big things coming out next year. If we get it, this is super quiet on what is going to happen in this. This is it ticks me off that we don't get a lot of fan service, I guess. This is the premise so far. Epic love story of 2 characters changed by a world kept apart by distance and the ghosts of who they once were. They are thrown into the war of the dead and war against the living. Geez, where have I heard that before? Can they find each other and who they were in a situation like they've never known before? I'm pretty sure we've seen all of that before, but okay. Are they enemies, lovers, victims?
In The Walking Dead, they've already done these plots.
Pretty much. I mean, we're going to be seeing something with the CRM, which is kind of cool, and linking that up. But they're really quiet on what's going to happen with that. And yeah, I'm starting to think that again, that too might be pushed back to next year. I'm not, a bit later than what they actually say.
Yeah, I think a lot of these studios are definitely ambitious because, like, I would say last year was probably the first year people kind of got back to normal a little bit. But I think they're probably all just a little bit ambitious, to say the least, because it's a lot. It's a lot. So
yeah, I couldn't find anything to support you with the presentation to do with this one. But the big cigar, did you want to have a chat about that one?
Oh, okay. No, that's fine. No, so this one's super tight lip, quiet, and like that's how a lot of Apple Plus or Apple TV Plus shows are. I'll just throw a couple other ones I really like. Severance, Severance, Ted Lasso, the Foundation. Like Apple has so many, but for some reason I feel like I'm the only one watching them. Like there's just like all these random shows, like other than Ted Lasso, that are on Apple TV, and I'm like, who's watching this? Like, I just don't hear any buzz about this. But The Big Cigar has Andrea Holland, who's from Moonlight, which I think is like one of the best movies ever. I love them. I love everyone in that cast. So I'm super excited about that. You got Moses Ingram in it as well. She was the girl in that Obi-Wan series that she got a lot of shit from. People were just sending her nasty messages and things like that. But she was fantastic as well. But this is the premise that they say. It chronicles the manhunt of Huey P. Newton, who is the founder of the Black Panther Party. And he seeks the help of film producer Bert Schneider to escape Cuba. So it's like a biological drama thriller. The Black Panther Party in America is like sort of the party that really got a lot of like initiatives for Black people in America. They're known as violent and super aggressive, but this is going to be like sort of like an escapee type of series and like trying not to get caught. And I really just haven't seen a lot like that. And like I said, it's different. It's not something we get a lot of when you take a biopic and make it drama thriller, a little bit scary potentially. So yeah, this one's pretty tight lip. Like I said, there's 1,000 other Apple TV Plus shows that I watch that are coming out next year. For All Mankind is probably number 1 in Severance. Do you watch any Apple TV Plus shows at all?
No, I don't think we even.
See, that's what I'm saying.
I don't think we subscribe to that platform, to be honest.
Yeah, so the reason why I did is like when I bought like a new phone, an iPhone, and it gives you like a year for free. So I'm like, they give you a little sample of cocaine for a year. You get addicted.
Then you get hooked.
There you go. Exactly. And then you start paying for 1 billion different services. And so that's where I am right now. But yeah, not much to really say about that one other than that it's a biopic. It's about the Black Panther founder, and yeah, I'm just interested to see where they go with that.
Yeah, cool. All right, the last one I just put on there because I know a lot of people are hyped about it and I've heard a lot of talk about it, but I personally have never watched it before, which is very surprising because everybody knows how much I love Ashton Kutcher. But I did not watch the 70s show. Did you?
Yeah.
That 70s show, sorry.
I'm part of the 5% in America who did not watch. I just thought like it like I mean
Same.
I knew what it was growing up, and like it was one of those shows when it's like you're a kid. Once that gets on TV, you're like, all right, time to go to bed, kind of thing. Because it was on at like 9-ish. So as a kid, I'm like, I mean, I got to go to school tomorrow. You know what I mean? And I think it's a bit corny, a bit cheesy for its time. It is cool that they are bringing them back, and like the grandpa or old man or whoever he is a bit dated.
Yeah,
So
Red.
like, you know, he's not gonna understand some of these things like you know, pronouns and all that kind of thing. I'm assuming it's gonna be one of those kind of things, I bet. But yeah, never really had that big of an interest. And you?
Yeah, no, I never watched an episode fully. Like I've watched bits and pieces here and there, but it was a bit like Friends to me. It was something that was sort of always on, but you never really sat down and watched an entire episode going, oh, this is fantastic. I never did anyway. Maybe it was because I was a bit young, as you said, but yeah, it's just, I don't know, never got into it.
People in America love Friends, like tattoos. I've seen like, I think 5 minutes of the show and I was like, this is not for me. It's just, it's like you said, it would be on and you're like, yeah, so nothing really there for me. I got a question for you because I was surprised there are no Australian TV shows on this list. Or do Australians really like? Is your TV shows kind of weak? You guys not got good shows? Like, what is it?
We have a series.
Not to diss you guys. Not trying to diss you. I'm not trying to diss Australians.
No.
Listen,
I'm just going to be very careful with my words.
In the world.
I am. Jace and I watched a series. We started a series the other day, right? We put it on. It's filmed here on the Gold Coast. Beautiful, stunning location. I've told you before, even though it does look a little bit like Hooker Boulevard, because we've got a lot of Barbies living here. But other than that, beautiful location. And then go up north.
I'm sorry, did you say Barbies?
Yes, you know, like fake tans and Botoxes, and which is fine. You girls look great.
Sure.
But, yeah,
I just want to make sure. Yeah.
Anyway, we live in a beautiful spot. And then you go, the further north you go, it becomes more beautiful. You know, you get those tropical beaches and it's just like paradise. Truly, it is. And you can see that in this movie, but this series, and I'm sorry, but it's freaking terrible. I'm going to find the name of it.
Oh, no. I can only think of 3 Australian shows.
Here we go, you guys. Absolute. I could not get through an episode. It was terrible. I'm so sorry. It says it's on Peacock, but I'm pretty sure we watched it on Netflix. But anyway, Irreverent. Ever heard of it?
Irreverent. That does sound familiar. You know what I figured out is if something's on HBO for us or Peacock, it internationally for you it might be on Netflix.
Okay, I'm gonna see. It's gonna get a little bit laggy for a second, but I'm gonna see I can share.
Oh, I know that dude. He's from The Wolf of Wall Street.
Share my screen. It's got a guy from Chicago. The guy's he's American.
Oh, okay.
Sorry, it's going to lag out for a sec, but then it should connect up and I should be able to show you guys the trailer. Okay. But I'm sorry, it is terrible. It was so boring. I just could not get into it at all. And there's people over here in Australia who are talking it up like it's like the greatest series we've got. And I'm thinking, it's so bad. And you know who it's got in it? It's got the guy from The Boys, PJ, is it Byrne? I don't know. Anyway, I'll have to Google.
Yeah, PJ Byrne. Yeah. That's the guy I was saying. He's from The Wolf of Wall Street. That's what I was saying. That's what I knew him from. But it just seems like what a random guy to throw into there. I don't know.
So random. I'm completely lagged out. Sorry, guys.
So
Hopefully it won't take too long.
the three Australian shows I know. Hey, it's just me here. Hello, everyone. Jamie Lee will be back in just a moment. But the three Australian shows that I know are we got Colin from Accountants. It says Ashley and Gordon, two singlish complex humans who are brought together by a car accident and injured dog. Flawed, funny people choosing each other and being brave enough to show their true and navigate life together. Oh, look, she's back.
That is
She's
how
back.
terrible the show is. It's like, don't even torture these guys with the trailer. Get out, run.
Yeah. Yeah.
That was
Yeah.
terrible.
So that was wait, did you just show the trailer?
I tried to, and it like completely kicked me out of StreamYard. So I'm like, you know
yeah.
what? Yeah, you guys aren't supposed to see how crap this is.
No. Yeah, no. I was like, all right, I guess I'm hosting here now. Like,
sorry.
But do you know this show Colin from the Accountants? Colin from Accountants?
No, but that is supposed to be really, really funny. And yeah, that's one that's on my list
good
to watch now.
So yeah, that's an Australian one I know. There's one that's on HBO Max for us called The Tourist. It says when a man wakes up in the Australian outback with no memory, he must use a few clues he has to discover his identity before his past catches up with him.
Okay.
You watched that one?
Cool. No, I haven't even heard of that one.
No, yeah. So that's on HBO Max. The guy looks pretty handsome, so I'd imagine you might like it. But
what was that one called? Let's look it up real quick. The Tourist.
The Tourist. The Tourist.
For research purposes, guys. Come on.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. I mean, maybe you don't think he's handsome, but
yes, he's the guy from. I mean, I hate this series, but
yeah.
What's the sex one? Come on.
Jamie Dornan.
50 Shades. 50 Shades. He's in that movie franchise. Oh yeah, he's beautiful. But no, that franchise.
Okay, yeah.
But yeah,
okay, I was like, all right, I'm pretty sure everyone thinks this guy's handsome because he was in that. And then the last one is Bluey, which is a national treasure. Bluey is pretty much this generation's Blue's Clues, but it's just so much better. I watched one episode and I was like, damn, you Australian kids have like the best stuff, man. Like, I mean, like the animation style and all that is just like, I'm like, this is a fucking kid show. Are you kidding me?
It's probably not, dude. The amount of adult jokes that are in it, and it's real, like one of those shows that give you like life lessons. You know what I mean? Like for adults, even. It's really great.
Yeah. But I feel like that stuff might go. I don't know. You're the one with the child, but like I'm like, does it go over their heads? Like, or and it's just for the adults? I don't know. Like,
fun fact: Chelsea's never actually watched it. Our house is full of Barbie. Our house is full of the Wiggles. I don't know if you guys have that there. But they're the main two things that she watched. Yeah. Yeah.
Those guys are like the Beatles of the 2000s. Are you kidding me?
Yeah, so that's what we pump on our TV. We don't actually watch anything else. And yeah, I'm not going to lie there. That's, Barbie and the Wiggles. But Bluey is great. I'm really interested to watch The Tourist. That looks really good.
Yeah, it does. It does. So, I mean, not to detract too much, but like, I'm like, look, I got this wonderful Australian resource here. I had to ask if there was anything going on in 2023 with you all.
I'll have to actually look it up. But we don't watch a lot of Aussie series. And as I said, we tried the other day, and look where that got us. So
yeah, I think
there's a reason why we don't.
It's everywhere. It's not just you all, like Japan, Italy, France, England. It's like everyone comes to the States to produce their stuff now. So like this is sort of like the central place. And it makes sense to like have it be in American English because that's sort of the business language that everyone speaks, right? So I mean, I get it, but I just think I think like sometimes like you'll get a show like Skins from the UK that will like come into America that like blows up, and I'm like, I don't know, like has there really been something for the Australians?
Well, I thought Heartbreak High. I loved that series. I talked about it all last year about how much I love that series. But I don't think it boomed as well as I expected it to over in the States. So I'm not too sure. Maybe it's just
it's weird because like when you told me that, I looked it up. You're like, it's on Netflix, but it's not on our Netflix. So I couldn't. But like I saw 100. It had like 100% on Rotten Tomatoes. Like a lot of people were saying it was like awesome. But like yeah, like when I go to Netflix, it like literally would not let me play it. So
Really?
I think it might be a regional thing. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, I'm not too sure.
It sort of
Anyway,
seemed like your Euphoria.
not as messed up, to be honest with you. Like I thought it was a really good representation of like every single stereotype, every single type of person, you know what I mean? Whether it's like diversity or you know, targeting sexual identities and things like that. Like every single I don't know the word I'm trying to express here, but every
gender
type of
identities,
everything, every type of person, where it's like parental or it doesn't matter. It targeted everything, and the way that it targeted it was perfect. I thought everyone was represented really well. Yeah, so that's a good Aussie one that I can plug.
I'm gonna have to find a bootleg somehow, some way, because like the way you talked about it made it sound good. I literally was just like, it was one of those things like, you know, you trust your friend when they make a recommendation. Like I was like, I'm not gonna watch the trailer or anything. I'm just gonna press play, and I was like, where is this thing? I was like heartbroken. I was like, I was so ready. I was like ready to get. I was like in the mood for that kind of thing, and then
I know you'll like it because it's definitely. Yeah, it's up your alley, but unfortunately you can't watch it, so I can't really plug it very well. But hey, I'll watch something else that's Aussie made. I mean, and when I say Aussie made, like I'm not trying to disrespect my country here. Like we make great things, but I don't like that very, like they try and make Aussies out to be like very bogan and very, I mean, we are sometimes, but they go over the top with the accents and the dramatization of Australians. And it's like, oh, that's been done so many times, guys, you know?
That's how I feel about anything that they do in the East Coast and like that's why, like with this Ironheart series, like you're gonna hear them say that stupid phrase "Pak the Khan have it yad" or whatever it is. Like no one talks like that here. I don't think I sound like I have a Boston accent. You guys let me know in the comments. The only thing I might say is wicked. But like it's I'm like, what are we doing here? Like whenever you watch a movie like The Departed or just any of these fucking Ben Affleck movies, it's like, hey, fuck this dude, fuck you guy. It's like we're not swearing every 13 seconds. You know what I mean? Like, so I totally get what you mean. It's like it's like it's like to the world, it doesn't feel all stereotypical, but to you, you're like, what the fuck is this?
Yeah, Cobra Kai did it really well. They had like an Aussie guy in there, and when he was fighting, like he was fighting them with a surfboard and stuff like that's really subtle and really cool. And I think Johnny Lawrence says like, "Do you speak English?" And he goes, "I'm Australian," and he goes, "That'll do," or something like that. But you know, like you can hear that he's an Aussie just by the one phrase that he says. He doesn't have to say like, "Put a shrimp on the barbie" or something like that. You know?
Yeah. That'll, like, just saying that'll, like that little thing in the back of your throat, like. That I'm like that catches. Do you ever notice that when like there's an Australian actor or actress, like they slip up for like just a millisecond, and you can
all the time in Titans. Every time I watch, because in Titans there's 3 Aussies, right? And they're the main cast of Titans. And sometimes I forget one of the words. There was a really really one that she tried so hard to hide it, but you could just hear that Aussie twang coming out in there, and oh, bless her, it was great, good fun. Anyway, it's like Spot the Aussie.
Spot the Aussie. Is it is it Raven? Is the girl who plays Raven?
Yeah. She's also in another. Did you hear? What's her name?
She's 18.
Tegan Croft. Yeah, she's just a bubba. She's beautiful.
What the fuck, dude?
She's in a movie about the girl who traveled.
Wait. You mean to tell me? All right, we're not gonna get into it. I was gonna start talking shit about Warner Brothers again, but I'm not gonna get into it. We'll talk offline.
There we go. True Spirit.
True Spirit.
Did you guys hear the story about the teenager that like traveled around the world on like a sailboat or something like that? Jessica Watson.
No.
Oh, she plays the girl in it. And
that seems very interesting.
Yeah, that's going to be a pretty cool one. because that's actually a true story, something that did happen. Yeah, so it's going to be a biography on that. And no, I think they're still filming it actually. The story of Australian teenager Jessica Watson, who was the youngest person ever to sail solo non-stop around the world. Like, that's an amazing achievement. So cool.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
I kind of like this cast that they got in here too. Anna Paquin from True Blood. You ever watch True Blood?
No, I haven't. No.
And she also played Rogue in X-Men.
Yeah, cool. It's got the guy from Fear the Walking Dead in it. So, yeah, that should be a good movie. But again, movies, like, I'm not too sure about series, if I can plug our series being very good. But, yeah, watch Australian stuff. Woo!
Well, I mean, The Boys is like you guys. I feel like The Boys is kind of an Australian little hub, right? Because like the main, I mean, it's not, but like the two guys are Australian, so like I feel like you guys can claim The Boys. The Boys
They're both New Zealand. They're New Zealanders. They're across the ditch.
Oh, they are. I thought they were Australian.
No, Anthony Starr and Carl Urban. Yeah, they're both Kiwi. Yeah.
Damn.
Still love
you guys
them.
Don't got
They're
shit.
Still great. Yeah. Aussies are shit, man. We can't even get in the Boys.
That's the little brother country. It's like right near you guys. That's actually how we look at it, at least.
I lie. I can't remember her name off the top of my head, but the head popper girl, Victoria, she's Australian. I can't remember. I'm going to search it because it's going to bug me. No, that's going to bug me. I'll Google it. Yeah, anyway, so...
See, you did it again. You said Google.
Google. Anyway, whatever. Come on, let's get her up.
Oh, Jamie Lee, though, I love her accent because the very first live we ever did, I was like, oh, this accent. It's just... I love it. Love it.
Claudia Dumont is her name. Oh, Claudia Dumont. Okay. The head popper girl. Anyway, she's Aussie. So, yeah, represent Aussies, girl. And still love the Kiwis, Anthony Starr and Carl Urban, and the Americans. We love everybody in the Boys.
Kiwis. Kiwis. That's a new term for me for sure. I've never heard of that. Is it?
One. That's their bird. The Kiwi bird is their icon.
No, like we have never heard that.
Kangaroos or crocs, they've got the Kiwi. Anyway, Aussie and New Zealand culture coming at you right here in the club.
Kiwi is something. Yeah, see, I'm sorry. This is something we should be doing on the Circle Club. I apologize. I don't mean to hijack here. I just when like I said, when I get this lovely person in front of me who's just talking about all these different things, I mean, like it's just Jamie Lee. I don't know what you have. You have something here where you just get people to want to talk more. You know.
Yeah.
Tyrone is the one with the accent. That is true. You're right.
This is one of my Aussie friends, so he's on my side. We got this. We don't have an accent, and we don't put shrimps on the barbies. Shush. I've never
shrimps
heard
on the barbie.
I've never ever said that in my life. I don't know why that's such a thing.
No, what about what's the other one what's that like?
We don't even call them shrimps. Dingo? We call them prawns. The dingo ate my baby.
Dingo ate my baby. I remember like when I was growing up, that was always a thing people said. Dingo ate my baby.
Thing, but anyway, we're not going into that history.
Oh boy! Oh God!
Talk about that off air.
God.
Anyway, good times, good fun. So they're the things that we are most looking forward to. Prawns, mate. See, prawns. We don't call them shrimp. I mean, maybe some people. I've never called them shrimp, but anyway, so they're the things that we're most looking forward to that are upcoming, and like most of them there were things that were brand new, you know, like I didn't mention obviously The Boys and things like that are recurring that will be coming out. So because we all know that's on my top, that's, you know, The Boys is up, well, The Walking Dead's up here and The Boys is here, and then everything else.
Yeah, I mean, I remember we did a stream with The Boys when it ended, and I liked The Boys this season, but I don't know, like maybe I gotta rewatch it. I was shocked how everyone was like, "Oh my god!" But like to me, I was like, it was good, but it didn't make me like, I wasn't like losing my shit, and I was like, damn, maybe I missed something here. Like I don't know, I gotta go back and see it because, I remember everyone was like, "No, Tyrone, you're wrong. Fuck you," and I was like, "Whoa,
guilty." Yeah, that honestly, dude, that fight with Home, there was like a little threesome going on. It was Homelander versus Huey versus Butcher versus Soldier Boy,
Captain
and all
America, Soldier Boy,
that
yeah.
chap. None of them could hold him down. He still got out, and I'm like, mate, that fight was like the most epic thing that I've watched in a long time. And just,
Yeah.
you know, some of the most disgusting scenes that I've seen in a series were from that season of The Boys. Like, it was just disgusting, and it's so ballsy. That's what I love about it. Like with Marvel, you're like, oh, they can take it that step further, and they never do. Whereas The Boys, you're like,
Yeah.
oh my god, maybe they shouldn't have crossed that line. You know, they just go for it.
Right.
Yeah,
Right.
that's what I love
Right.
about it.
Right.
Anyway, I could
Yeah.
talk about The Boys all
Yeah.
day. Sorry, guys. Maybe we should wrap
No,
this up.
don't be. We can.
Let's wrap this up.
And listen, I think you all should subscribe to In the Front Row, because this woman is amazing, as I've said before a billion times. She gets me just yapping, and I apologize if you did not enjoy this stream. I apologize. It is on me, not this woman. She is fantastic as always. But yeah, I would say my number one thing that I'm interested in, that, like, to wrap this up, I guess, is that's coming back is Loki, because that's the one series in the Marvel universe, at least, that, like, I'm like, I can't wait to, like, see what happens next, because where we ended was like, holy crap, and then we just got a bunch of shit after, you know. It was just nonsense and just fan service to certain, I don't even know who at times, but I think Loki getting back into getting that cast should be really fun. And, like, I just thought, see, this phase would have more variants. I don't know. There's just, we'll see. What's your number one? Is it The Boys or Walking Dead?
I'm gonna say The Walking Dead, only because, yeah, it's brand new. Well, I mean, the characters are recurring, but it's going to be brand new. Everything's going to be sort of starting fresh. It doesn't have to link in with where we've ended the finale. So yeah, I'm excited to see where they go with that. And there's obviously quite a few. So, you know, there's 3 different spin-offs. So yeah, I'm really curious about that. But also the first one, that The Last of Us, I'm really excited to watch that one. And that one comes out very soon. It's next week. So yeah, that's probably on my second on my list. Yeah.
Can't wait.
Yeah. All right. Well, thank you, everybody who joined in. Everybody that has joined in so far has their own. Watch, her head is getting big. You just inflated her ego. Mate, my head is already huge. I love myself. I absolutely love myself. I think I'm fan-fucking-tastic. But yeah, thank you so much for giving me all the compliments. I appreciate that. And love you, Mr. Rock. As I was trying to say, all of these people have everybody that's commented has a YouTube channel. So be sure to check out their comments. Check out all these people. Subscribe to them. Be sure to check out the Circle Club. And if you're not already, please subscribe to my channel. Then head on over to our Instagrams and give us a follow over there as well. Okay, thanks for watching.
Bye.
I'll just quickly chuck these ones on. Looking forward to that. We didn't chat about that. Jump onto the start of the stream and have a watch. I'm very much looking forward to that. All right, you guys, take care and enjoy the rest of your day. Bye.